Hello, welcome back to Planet Zoo. Last stream was a little bit chaotic, last video was a little bit chaotic. I had to leave about halfway through to go to a family event, but it's pretty early on a Friday morning and I have no set plans, so it's gonna be great. Could do this for a little while, at least get the leopard habitat finished up. Let's see. I've been working on this recently. Hopefully, when a chat comes through, the chat shows up on screen. I've been trying really hard to get that kind of thing programmed and put together. So I'm just gonna put like a little something here in the chat. See if it comes through. And it does. Yay! Okay, perfect. That's all I wanted. So chat is up. So now when I'm talking to the people in the chat, the people watching the recorded YouTube video might be able to actually like understand the context of that. Because before I was just kind of talking, and all of a sudden I'd stop and like change subject. So I just wanted to make it a little more fair to those folks. Okay, and then on my screen, not on your screen, I'm going to zoom in real good so that I can see the chat a little better, because it's not going to like make a ding or anything like that when a chat comes through. So I'm gonna just kind of move some of my windows around real quick. So now I can also see how many viewers we have, which is just helpful for me. Okay, and we're live. So here we go. So where game's paused. This is the leopard habitat I started building earlier this week. Nice tall fences here at the front to keep cats from jumping out. And then the wall back here is much shorter, but we're going to pretend that there's maybe like an electric fence or something here to keep the cats from climbing the walls. And then that we'll just pretend that maybe like it's taller or like, I don't know. We're gonna live in our delusion of the fact that this is a game and it at least looks good. So, as long as the cats can't actively jump out for game mode, we're gonna be fine. Okay, and then if I turn on barriers, we can kind of see here where I was talking about a potential holding area. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna kind of delete most of it, and we'll just build the holding, and we'll see how it goes. So but what we do know is we're going to organize this by price, and we're going to get rid of these things here. Okay, and then I'm also going to let the game roll so we get some sounds and stuff. All right. I think I turned off some position snap, snap rotation, align to surface. Now, a lot of these I've never played with before, so I just kind of want to zoom through it. We're definitely going to want to have like a little keeper hut area in this holding space. And we'll get rid of the path because that'll hopefully make things a little easier on us in the future. So this is where our main wall is going to be. Hold on. Ugh, got my coffee this morning. Okay, we've we've got walls. I think we're gonna look for maybe stone, or we could probably filter by material. I will look at stone, metal, and maybe some organic. I don't know what organic is, but I don't want plastic and I don't want wood. So the 3D printed wall, that's kind of cool. And we do just want walls right now. Castle walls, brick walls. I kind of like the 3D printed walls. Maybe we can just do filter for 3D. Perfect. Okay. And so what we will do is we will center this building around the keeper door. And I'm going to kind of back it up a little bit and build it out here, and then we'll scooch it in if we have to. So, keeper door. And then I'm going to raise this up. Let's see, grid size. Let's make the grid a lot smaller. That'll help. Auto stacking. Yeah, we'll try that. Ooh, and we can change the color of our 3D printed thing. I think maybe a nice... I mean, this is African leopards. We'll just leave it at base. Leave it at base for now. So I think what I would like to do, this is a half wall. Well, why are we not attached to this grid? We're in the editing group. Okay, there's the grid. Grid, you don't apply. Panel. Okay, this looks better. Okay, I don't like the auto stacking. Yeah, just let them mush together if we have to. Okay, so there's one animal door, and there's two animal doors. And then since this is a cat, I think I want the doors a little lower. Like that. Beautiful. And then we'll just give our building a little bit of shape. I don't feel confident doing a round roof right now, so we're just going to keep this as a general box. This is not a building that I'm worried about, like, people coming and looking at it. It does not need to be beautiful. It just needs to be able to contain a cat. We can make it more beautiful later. Okay, so we've got some basic structure. I think now, because we have metal filtered for it, we might be able to look for mesh. Mesh. Maybe it's in a different area. We're gonna look for mesh. Here we go. Okay, this is good. These mesh panels. Okay. So this panel, itty bitty teeny tiny, itty bitty teeny tiny. That's just a window. We're getting bigger. Okay, we're getting bigger. And then leopards. This is like tiger mesh. A tiger is pretty big. A leopard is kind of small. This is more like leopard mesh. And the distinction is important. But I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think we're just going to stick with tiger mesh for posterity. And then I'm gonna change these outlines to red. I think that'll look nice. And then right here, we'll embed that into the wall just a bit. And then we will let it come straight out. Okay. And then I think that is our first stall. We're gonna need to have a doorway of some kind for the cats to move back and forth, but I'm gonna worry about it after we kind of get this layout figured out. And so just to measure, we're gonna put some keeper fence in here, just as a measurement. It won't last. And you know, again, it doesn't really matter too much. We might even end up having these stalls closed if it makes more sense for the path in the end. Whoa, settle down. Release 2 caracals into the wild. Okay, I will release... I'll do both, that's fine. There we go. This is where I'm gonna have the shifting. So what we're gonna want to do is try and have the frame, but not the mesh, and then we can make the mesh how we want it. I want a door, an animal door. So it's probably going to end up being a blueprint. Doors and windows, animal doors. Okay, whoa. 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 Okay, we're going to put that right there. Is there anything in here that I like? These are kind of in that colors that I like, but I think this will be better for what we're looking at. Very decorative, yes, but show me function. I'm looking for functional. I think these ones are gonna be best. And for cats, an up and down door is better. So let's try and grab here. Whoa, and we'll just grab everything. Maybe we need to split up this project. Split group. Just you. This is good enough. We'll just move all this backward. And then for the selection from here, we can do it again. And it'll be, there we go, much easier. All right, and now we can move it. And for our purposes for this door, I'm gonna say, we'll just say that this door is just permanently closed for now. There's really no need. Come on. Why don't you want to go down? Am I pressing the wrong button? Okay, we'll bury that little red panel. And we'll just set it right there on the outside of our building. Oop. Alright, and it's gone to be nighttime. That's great. You know, somebody explain to me why the doors don't fit in the doorways. You know, what's going on with that? Who did this? And how do I fix it? You know? Because we could duplicate this, but then do like, if they would let me do an advanced move with it, like here. Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, let's go deal with these caracals. He's so cute. Walking in thin air. Trade center. And then her. She's gonna be gorgeous. Gorgeous. Fantastic. Trade center. And then that just leaves us with mom and dad. And mom is still plenty young. So they could have at least one more litter, I think. And I will let them do that if they want to. And then we'll retire them and they can be done. Alright, back over here. This shift door situation. I think if I could manage to make this a whole item. Control, get rid of. I only want the door. I only want the door. Nope, not you. We might just have to live with that for now. Cannot duplicate more than one building at a time. Why? That's interesting. Split all groups. Now I can duplicate and do advanced moves. Okay. Gonna put this into the ground. Into the ground. Put it here. Does that look okay? Does it look weird? Nope. Oopsie. Oopsie. just once. Just one time. Okay, one time. And this specific item we're getting rid of. And then, so I want this door to be open. This door I'm going to keep shut. This door I would like to be open. So I'm going to try and select the items. Nope. This button. This button. Select the items that are a part of this door. Which are a lot of items, it seems. And then what happens when we scoot all of these items straight up? Whoop. We leave a few things behind. But it doesn't look awful. Maybe we can still grab some of them that we left behind. And if we can't scoot those up as well, and just put them right where we found them, right here. And looks like maybe we still left something behind. Okay. Try and get the last couple pieces. We'll send them up. Whoever built this did a great job. I just struggle. Alright, and I think that last bit we can just leave there. That's just part of the door. So, door is open. We'll just do this, just in case it confuses the pathfinding of the cat. Okay, so that door is open. This we're gonna have be just like a little holding cell, or not cell, stall. A holding stall. And we'll put it there. For now. Okay, it's a good outline. And again, the human path is pretty inconsequential to us at this point because we still need to take this entire building and put it right where we want it. So this is like the smaller areas where the cats can hang out. Probably going to be mostly for like getting cats outside. This is going to be a more like comfortable place to sit and lay down and eat and hang out. So we're gonna need one more stall. Oops. We're gonna need to duplicate and then move. There. And what I would like is a climbing way to get from one side to the other. So we're gonna just use the climbable enrichment items, because that's just best. think I need this to be the shorter one. Do we have a shorter one? Yeah, of course. Of course we do. Yeah, put it there. And then we will do a fancy move. Good. Almost had that. There we go. Whoop. Okay, try that right there. And then I'm gonna scooch these bad boys over. Just give them a little whoop. Yeah, right there. That'll be fine. And then I'm going to select them again, and I'm going to duplicate and move them over here. Whoop. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. I hope that that is functional. It doesn't look exactly how it would normally look if it was real, but I think that it will function the way that we need it to, so that if we need to get a cat from one side of the building to the other side of the building, they can just climb up and walk across. And then we don't have to necessarily worry about them crossing this human pathway. So once we kind of get the rest of the walls built up, we'll put fencing, like mesh fencing, all around this, so that it's quote-unquote contained. But now we have to figure out how deep this building is going to go. I think we'll give her another one of these. And then I think it would be about time to put the keeper area in here. So I think we'll get, oops, undo that. Bob, all right. No, this one's gonna have to just be a straight up curve. Not curve, box. Put that boy in a box. Okay, and I'll figure that out. I'll figure it out. Alright, so we're gonna need a keeper facility. And we're just going to use the shell because it's not important to us. Yes, I would like to add it to the group, but right there. And then I think if there's space, which I believe there is, we could add a little staff room area too. And just be nice. I wonder if I could get these over so that their windows pop out. Because that would be nice for the windows to show. Okay, weird. Be weird. Maybe we can find the window version. If we were looking for 3D. Here we go. Interesting. I mean, the windows at least boop out. Okay, when I make my roof, I'm gonna do it with this little bit being an awning, because that's gonna add a little bit of depth and a little bit of interest to our building. Why do you do that? Good enough. Okay. Door. I would like a nice door. Okay, that's a nice keeper door. Look at the lock on that bad boy. That's a nice lock. Okay, but like, again, look at, you know, why doesn't it fit? What do I have to do to make it fit? Do double doors? See, selection of doors. These are interesting doors. Okay, so see how these have like little frames around them? Why don't they just come with the frames? Why not? I don't, you know, I want things to make sense. No, don't get dark. I can't see what I'm doing. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna replace the door we put over here. Because this one's way better. Way better. Way better door. Boom. Alright. Okay. so we're gonna have to make this building a little taller, at least a little taller, to make room for over our heads cat space. So let's go back to 3D printed. I guess we want this. And just get up there, dude. There we go. And we're gonna need to make the grid smaller. All right. Good. I keep pressing the height button and I mean to rotate. Okay, we might be able to just get away with leaving that there and giving him one of these. Oops. Perspective. Perspective is important. Get down there. Which is gonna really mess up my roof, but we're gonna try our best. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything will be fine. Okay, so now it's important to make sure that... So I think this stall will just be a one-off stall. What we need to do now is get more of this mesh, and we need to make sure that the rest of this whole area is secure. So what we're going to do is we're just going to duplicate a bunch of these and raise them up. And that's okay. So now it looks more complex. Not just one panel, but two panels. Sure, there's a faster way to do this if I was smart. Like maybe like this. Okay, so now is where it gets tricky because we want this hallway to be like have a little box above it. So I think I'm gonna place that there, and if I can get fancy with it, I'll pull this up. And we will rotate in this direction. And then we'll pull it up again. And we'll push it. And see, now it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Maybe there's somewhere else where I can make it better. If I use the little components as opposed to, you know, the larger items. Okay, so I'm gonna filter for metal because I need just a metal beam, literally. Alright, let's get rid of this. We don't need her here. European beam is good enough. Yeah, put it there. Nope. Show me the beam. Show me the beam. How do I get it? There we go. I got him. We're gonna raise that up. Alright, and then... we need to make it a cat size. Put it there. And then we're gonna duplicate over to here. Okay, so that's interesting that our fences and our walls are 2 different heights. Don't love that. It's gonna be weird later. Might be better to just fix it now. Just lift it up a bit more. Cancel that. Nope. Just go uppies. But why are they 2 different heights? You know, are you too tall? You're too tall because you're not even touching the wall. I'm gonna bring him down to wall height. That's better. Now we're cooking with gas. We'll get this brought back down. We don't want to cook with gas. This is an eco-friendly place. We're gonna cook with ethically sourced electricity. Okay, put you there. And then duplicating it and swinging it over to this end. Perfect. Better than before. Not perfect, better than before. Almost good. Yeah. Okay, alright, okay. And then this, we're gonna have to do the fancy move because we're gonna need to whoop. Okay, and it's way too long. It's way too long, but we'll put it there for a second because hopefully there is a shorter one. 1 meter, 2 meters. Come back. This one is the 4 meters, and that's too long. So maybe if we do the 2 meter beam, we'll do the 2 meter beam, and then we can get rid of 4 meters, and we'll just slide the 2 meter beam over. If he'll let me. Great. Duplicate. And I don't even want it here. I want it right there. Tuck it in, make it pretty. Okay, yes. And then send it over to here. Then we're going to send it down. To this level. Yes. Scoot over. Yes. Scoot over. Yes. Scoot in. Yes. Alright, you see how we're making a box? Boom. Box. Okay. I can get rid of this. I don't want her. Stop. Alright, let's duplicate and raise this. We're actually gonna start over here. That'll make more sense. Zoop. And in line with the wall. And then scoot over one. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna do one of these. That looks great. Hey, look at that. It's all happening here. So now we need the smaller pieces of mesh that we were looking at before. So we can just be in everything, and I'm looking for mesh. And this panel, the 4-meter panel, is too big, so the 2-meter panel I think will be just fine. And we just need her to chill out. And then we're gonna fancy move. Fancy move. Down. Kind of poke it into this metal bar here, so that they look like they're kind of fused together. Right there. Perfect. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, there's a chat bot in the chat. That's fun. Okay. Bop. Alright, we're going to duplicate this a bunch of times. This mesh is going to start to get really messy, I think. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. And I'm getting a phone call. Oh, and it's my auntie. Okay. Alright, hold on. I'm going to pause the recording. I'm not actually coordinating the hockey game. I just want to go to the hockey game. So, trying to coordinate with the fam. And when your fam are mentally ill, and not mentally ill, but when they have attention deficit disorders, it's difficult. Okay, and it's not like there's just a hockey game. There's a hockey game and a wedding on the same day. So we're trying to coordinate who's going to what, when, how, why, where, with whom, in what car, in what city, etc. So I'm sure you understand. Okay. Hello. African leopard habitat is over here. African leopard holding is over here. And right now, finishing up the final touches on this little shift gate, chute, door, doohickey. Please don't tell the person I was on the phone with that I called them mentally ill. I didn't mean it. I'm joking. There. Almost perfect on the first try. There. Okay. And then we're going to need mesh on top of everything. And mesh on the bottom of this. In the game, the animal will not jump down here. But in real life, they 100% would jump down there. So So we're just gonna cover it up. And we're gonna hope that doesn't mess up with pathfinding. A lot of mesh in this one spot, but everything's gonna be a-okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. Oh, and I kinda... Oh, I've messed it up so many times. 1, 2, 3... Okay, well the problem is that my bars aren't straight. That's the biggest issue right here. And you know what? We're gonna deal with it. I've cared too much. I don't care anymore. Boom. We're just gonna call that box done. It's done. Because why? Because who cares? Because who cares? Okay. Big mesh panels. Where's my big mesh? That's mesh fence. I want a big ass mesh panel. Mesh panel. Oops. Oop. Normally I would say don't worry about it and you don't need to mesh in that keeper space, but I think for just the sake of ease, because these are squares, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. You will notice also this building has 0 windows. With these big old concrete boxes, like the only windows we put are on the door. And you put a window on the door, basically, so you can look inside and make sure that there isn't a cat that has escaped while you've been away. And that it's safe for you to enter the building. That's pretty much it. There's not really a reason to have, like, natural light. Like, it's, you know, it's fine. They go outside to get their natural light. They'll be okay. Okay, and here we already have a lot of mesh. So we'll just scooch to here. Alright, we're gonna get tricky here. Okay, and there's a bit of a gap right there, but I'm going to pretend it's not there. I'm going to pretend that this is very perfect, because it is. Okay. Oh, alright, we've got some action going on over here. Go check. Moose Zoe is 2. Very cute. Okay, she's an adult. I don't know what the group issues are here, maybe. I think you can have that many adult females. I think that is okay. But we're gonna put a contraceptive on her. And Danielle is elderly, so she's not gonna be with us too much longer, but she can have more calves. I think we still have another calf in here somewhere. There she is, right there. I think we're gonna let her go to the wild. And we'll bring the bull moose back in. Oh, show me any. Moose, 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 moose. Bring the bull moose back, because if the bull moose breeds with his daughter, which is not the worst thing in the world, by the way, you can crossbreed, or sorry, line breed once, and it's not that bad. If you do it for multiple generations, it gets worse. Once, not too bad. In the game and in real life, not that bad when you're dealing with animals and you're trying to express a certain genetic trait. And because he is albino, I would like to, or at least white, I'd like to see if when he crosses with his daughter, we could get one more white moose calf. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. So there he is. That's done. Oh, and I had her on contraceptives. That would be kind of anti the point. There we go. And then once Santi has matured, I'm going to remove her because we are pretty crowded. I think 3 moose or 2 moose and 2 babies is kind of the limit here. So as soon as she grows up, I'll move her, and then we'll see if he'll want to breed these 2 girls again. Breed a new habitat animal. I'm working on it. It's happening, okay? No power. Feeding station. Well, why not? Oh, okay. Because they're in the back. Can't reach them. Okay, that's fine. And I just want her to mature, so we're just going to speed up time. Get her done. We're under construction. We have deadlines. Where'd she go? Boop. There it is. Santi. Show me Santi. She is very pretty. We can hold her in holding. Since she is gold star, I might want to keep her around for a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna slow time back down to normal. So we don't need to go crazy nutso bonkers. And we can come finish this building. Okay. I think to make this a little bit more real life, I'm going to take this wall. I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to put another cat door here. But we're going to put this on it. We're going to put... Ooh. Okay, why Why are we holding on to all of that? I don't need any of... Oh, fuck. Try again. Trying again. Okay. Grab. I don't want you. I don't want you. I certainly don't want you. We're going to duplicate this and move it. Suit. Oopsie. I'm always placing double. Get this, do this. And look normal doing it. Alright, and then it does not show from the inside, but I'm not worried about it. That's not the point. The point is to look like it from the outside. We'll put like a little outdoor holding space there, so then it appears the hunt schedule. Okay. Ugh. All right, 1 second. All right, this is looking good. Let's get a roof on it. Oh, let's go check out those caracal cubs. I would like to know if we got a melanistic one or not. Oh, we did. Look at it. A little male. That's good. My other one's female. Oh, she does such good work. I'm gonna give her some contraception, and we'll give Dad contraception too. Oh, what a cute little family. Alright, so once these boys grow up, we'll let Mom and Dad live here basically till they die, till they pass. And then we're going to keep these boys in holding in the trade center until then. And then when we need to repopulate the exhibit, we can maybe either... So we have a melanistic sister and brother, but I don't necessarily like doing brothers and sisters. I prefer to do parents to children because that is safer. But maybe we'll just have to see what we can find, if there's anything else in the trade center we want to bring in. Because I don't think caracals would enjoy like a brother pair. Let's see, we can find out though. Caracals, one male, one female. Okay, so they would rather be solitary than be in a group of two. Unless it's a breeding pair, which is fine. That is acceptable. Okay, let's put a roof on this bad boy. We would like construction pieces. We want a roof. We want pitched roofs. And we can do some natural light. I think we would love organic, glass, wood. Let's just see what that leaves us with. We've got clay. That's good. I don't love this. Don't like that. Vertical wooden plank. I think this is what we had on the other building, so maybe for the purpose of consistency, I'll do the wood. So let's just keep wood and glass. And see what we can do. Okay, settle down, settle down. 1 meters. Bonk. Okay, right there. And this, I did maybe want to bring all the way over to make a bit of an awning, but I will decide for sure on that later. Okay. See, you know, I just don't really know what to do here. What does one do? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. Okay. I really fucked up over here, didn't I? I sure did. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, is it? If I just... It's art. Okay, yeah, it's art. Let the art be art. It'll be fine. What are you talking about? It looks great. It looks perfect. It looks great. What can I put in here that will cover this up? Water butt base. What's that? Okay, so we've got clouded leopard graphics and armor leopard graphics, but no African leopard graphics? I think that that's not fair. We're gonna pretend that's an African leopard, you know, because... Hey guys. How do I fix this roof problem? I don't know. I'm not good at this. It's just, you know, it's a puzzle. I don't know if I'm patient enough to do a puzzle. Why won't you let me do the complicated moves? That's what I want to know. I'm stumped, you know? This is why I don't do complicated. This is why, you know, I don't do hard things. I don't do hard things. That's almost a solution to my problems. I think we're looking for wood. Always. It doesn't have to look pretty the entire way, right? It's just like part of it. You guys will forgive me. Because I don't know what's going on here. I just want to cover up this one hole. Is there something I can put on the roof to just cover it up? Pretend it doesn't exist. Just fake it. I could just make it a pitched roof like I am on the other side, and that'll just fix my problems. Maybe I should get rid of this. And this, and this, and this, and maybe we just try again. Try again. Try it a different way. I think maybe... Hi, Spice! Welcome back! Spice, I am struggling. I don't know how to make squares. What are you working on? I am working on that leopard holding still. I'm almost done with it. I'm just trying to get the roof on. So it's got a keeper area and a resting area, and then it's got the 3 leopard stalls and a way for the leopards to get from one side to the other. And then I've got a door over here so that we can put a leopard outside but not on exhibit. And that's just going to be decoration. But in theory here there's 2 doors to get leopards on exhibit. Here's a door to get a human on exhibit. And then here's that other side of that exterior door. Right there. And so I'm building the building out here, but I'm going to grab it and scooch it into this gap here once it's done. And the only thing I have left is this roof that I am struggling with. Stupid, stupid roof. Alright. I really wanted there to be an awning here. Yeah, well, see, I wanted to do something more complicated and make it pretty, but I think I'm just gonna have to settle for looking okay, and maybe trying again another time. I always get stuck on the roofs. They're so difficult. I'm not an architect, you guys. I'm not. I just work here. Maybe if I keep this and scoot. Nope, it's just not gonna work. It's not happening. I need like a magical little piece that'll just fix it. Oops. Whoop. I am not opposed to a flat piece, but I already have a pitched roof. So, you know, I don't... Maybe if I bring the pitched roof all the way to the edge... hold on. We'll bring this all the way to the edge. Maybe what I'm missing is that I need more walls. I need more walls than I've done here. Okay, alright. I see it in my mind's eye. Please hold. Just scooch this out. Holding. Okay. So that's gonna do that. This. Duplicate this. Bring it over here. Zoop. Hey, why does this look bad? Where are you? Get your butt up here. Okay. Alright. I got it. Walls. We need more walls. Show me 3D walls. And show me smaller grid. Boom. Boom! Ooh. Yeah. No, it looks great. It looks awesome. Just wait, I'm almost there. Just get right here. Stick it right there. Is it there? Alright. This guy. Bonk. Bonk. Is it? Oh my god. Settle down. Settle down. Okay. Oh, I've messed it up. I've messed it up. There. There. Do we need another one? Duplicate. There. Here. Wow. Woo! Look at him. She's gorgeous. Almost. I need to fix this part, but no, I fixed it. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. Roof. Roof, and I need wood roof. Okay. 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 Just keep saying okay and it'll be fine. Right. Why are you doing that? Why don't you just fit? Just fit. You weirdo. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Get in there. Patiently waiting for the fix. Me too. Me too. That's better. We're getting better. Getting better. Well, now what do I do? Flat roof. It's flat roof time. Flat. Show me flat. Let's see. Vertical wooden roof. Good enough, good enough. I wish I could fix this though. Okay, this roof is gonna have a little bit of an awning, a little bit of an overhang right there. Personally, do you need the triangle pieces connecting? I think that I do have parts of this building together, and I think parts of it are not together. I think it is multiple buildings, technically. The other roof was better. I know it was better, but it wasn't, I couldn't get it to work. Work. I wonder if there's a little decoration I can put here to hide the ugly part. Hey, you know what? She's not that bad. I could put a more severe triangle. Maybe. Let me see if there's a more severe triangle. The other roof was better, yeah. 3D. This is a severe triangle. But if I put this severe triangle right here, then that roof, like, comes up in a weird place, you know? It would come up and you'd have triangles sticking out. I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna sleep on this and see what happens. Yeah, come here. There's a little kitty cat in here. Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Yeah, so like there's a lot of different groups happening here. I think I need to get it all into one group. Oh, we're missing something right there. Oh, we can't save the blueprint yet. We have to get these triangles fixed. Bring in the triangles. What is wrong with you? Okay. Nope, that didn't do it. That's in the wrong place. That's better. When I'm knitting or making a quilt or some other project that takes forever and takes a lot of finesse, you know, you mess up. You always mess up because that's just how it is. And when I mess up and I find that I have messed up, I usually, if it's easy to go back and fix it, I will go back and fix it. But usually, especially with knitting and quilting, it is really hard to go back and fix it and make it look nice. So I like to say it's better to be done than to be perfect. And right now, it is better to be done than be perfect, I think. Because I'm not perfect, and I don't have the patience. Nice. Okay. Split the groups. I want to keep all the groups together. Save as a blueprint. Alright. Whoa. Settle down. Let's get a good picture, shall we? What constitutes a good picture? Okay, let's call this a big cat holding. And it is a cat building. Blueprint tags, we're gonna have to go with habitat. It's a large building, I'd say. Species tags, that would take forever. Let's just get it out there. Details. Details are hard for me, but look at this little... I put a little edge over. I tried really hard to make a really fancy roof over here, you know, and after about an hour, sometimes I just need to call it. So, okay. But we can come back to it. I think that there's lots of little details to add still. So if I click on this, it still doesn't show it to me as a full edit group. Well, I would love to put it all in a group. Maybe if I delete it and then purchase my blueprint, then it'll all be together. Okay, get rid of that. And we are gonna look for big cat. There she is. Okay. There she is, and she's beautiful. Okay. I feel safe deleting this now. We have what we need. There it goes. Goodbye. Because now that we have it, what's this? Big cat house. We're gonna pretend that's not there. We're gonna pretend that I did not go through all this effort for nothing. Alright, we need to get down low. I can see through these trees. Okay, we're at the right height. There it is. Is it correct? Yeah, I'd say that's... Hey, that looks great. Oh, we had a hippopotamus mature. And this is not her father, so we're good to leave her in here breedable. Thank you. Thank you, Spice. I'm really happy about it. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be great. Okay, Zoe is about to have calf. While we wait for that. Oh wow, we've got lots of things going on in here. Let's get rid of what we don't want. There's so many of these. We're gonna get rid of the oldies. There we go. Is the calf brown or white? Brown. That's okay. Tanner! His name is Tanner. How cute! He's so little. So very little. Okay. If both either have babies or are pregnant, we need to get him out of here because space is at a premium. I'm gonna check the trading center for some hippos. Maybe there's another hippo we might like to have. Oh, wolves. What do we got going on with wolves? Tevin. Oh, boys. Nah, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it right now. Show me hippos. Casually run over, yeah. Well, that's a male. I don't need another male. I might like another female, but 37 is kind of old. Well, we'll just stick with what we got. 3 females is plenty, isn't it? What was it? Oh, we're spraying. Okay, I see you. I see you. Interesting. Okay. I think we should try and get some leopards in here. I think we're ready. And then we are going to make all of these fences null barriers. This is going to be a really long exhibit. There's that. Oh yeah, baby hippos. Let's go. Right. Ah, it's just a little bit too tall. I don't want to move it far. Can I just move you up and down? You know, you don't need to go anywhere. I just don't know. This boy needs some help. He needs some help. Okay, we're just gonna start this over. I don't think I was paying enough attention to these when I did the thing. Here, just go sit right there. I'm gonna exit group. Just so that maybe we can get this to look good. Okay, but now, will the path work? Yes. Okay, cool. All right. What button did I just press? Okay. Oh God. No! we're gonna pretend that's not there for a minute. Just pretend. We're gonna pretend. How upsetting. All that work for nothing. Right there. Casually raises the entire building an inch. Oh my god. It's fine. Everything's good. Hey guys, it's good. It's good. It looks great. It's perfect. It's fantastic. This is fine. This is fine. It's in fact, this is amazing. We're all good. Everything is perfect all the time. Somehow, though, now I need to figure out how to get my habitat barrier back where I need it to be. I think this might actually have to be here. And this can come over here. I've gone and made a very crazy shape. I may have put myself in a box. Interesting. This is not going to be a valid habitat, is it? I don't think she will think so. No, not valid. Not valid, she said. That's okay. I can fix it. I know how to fix it. Oof, I can't imagine not being valid. She is invalidating me. She Lady Planet Zoo. That's all right. We just need to lock in and manipulate the system. Cheat. 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 See, but now if we go over here too far, then when the cat walks over the walkway, they're gonna freak out and consider him not in his habitat. So I wonder if this will work. Show me. Now is it complete? Gate facing the wrong direction. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe what I'll do is I'll leave the real, like, pretend keeper door over here. Let's just get rid of this. Barriers, there it is. We'll just get rid of the door. Getting rid of this. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. We will have the door here instead. And the zookeeper will just phase through walls, I think. It would be reasonable to have another door here for security reasons. But we have path issues now. It's fine. Door. I don't know if he will be able to, if the zookeeper can get through that. Hello. Thanks for the follow. Okay. If I wasn't already having been working on this for over an hour, I think that maybe I would build actual framing for this door, but I think I'm just going to leave it. Oh no, I can't leave it. I can't leave it because they're going to dump the leopards out right outside this door. Shoot. Well, crud. Okay, we're going to try one more time. One more time. One more time, and this is it's gonna be perfect this time. Okay. Here. We put it there. There. It's perfect. We cannot go wrong here. I think. Oh. A narrow path, you say? I've never seen a narrow path. They do be very iffy, though. I can hide the door underground? Well, let's just see if everything else functions. We still don't know if the cat can jump out of these rocks. You know, it's possible. It's possible. But I think I want to finish this outdoor space and then we'll get a cat. Okay, so we need to make this mesh fence. We're gonna put this here. Raise it up. Cats can jump. Come on, tree, settle. Stop. Okay. Stop. Here. There we go. Into the wall. No barrier. Get it wherever the other side of the... Where's the rest of ya? Over here? Oh, right there, I see you. I see you right there. Right there. There. Is it now complete? Yes. Awesome. Okay. I saw that we had some caracals. We need to hurry up and get out of there so we don't have any fighting. Yep. Stop fighting. Okay. So that is this pair's third litter of kittens. So I have them both now on contraceptives. They're both getting older. He's not that old, but she is, wherever she ran off to. Right here. So she's not, like, she could have another litter of kittens, but I think I'm just going to let them retire. And then when they pass, I mean, she's 10. 10 is pretty old for a cat. When they pass, then we'll bring one of their offspring back out and find them maybe a pair. But, so this is kind of like the first rendition of the cat house, and then we've improved upon the design with this cat house. And then if this was real life, there would also be a mesh top over this, but because this fence isn't necessarily set in stone, I'm not going to make that mesh. I will, however, just make this climb proof. So, there's that. And let's see, habitat. We're gonna need African leopard. And even though they can't access this area, we'll still put a little bit of enrichment out here, just for giggles, just so that it looks real. But inside and then this habitat are the only places they can actually get to. So now we'll just put out a bunch of stuff for them to play with. Play with and nibble on. It's important to put things, I think it's important to put things where people get a good view of them, and that encourages the animal to use their entire habitat. Very often if you have really big habitats, the animals like hang out in their favorite spot and they don't really explore or like use all of that space. And so because we've given them so much space, we don't want them to only hang out like over here on this rock and never walk over here. It's, you know, it's better for their exercise, it's better for guests to see them moving. But we will put their food like right over here, and then we'll put water right over here. And I think that's pretty good for outside. Now for inside, I will put one water source indoors. And then just to encourage them to come over here, we'll try putting some food enrichment over here too. Maybe another little rubber. Okay. Okay, Oh, are we ready? Okay, well we can't because there's no path to destination. I have to fix that. Hold on. All right. I love it. I think she's beautiful. I think it is quite realistic. It's not advanced by any means, but I like it. All right. Now is the final test to see if we can actually contain animals in this exhibit. When they arrive, if they immediately can jump out, it's going to be an issue and I'm going to cry. We'll see who brings them. Oop, there's one. Here she comes. Hold on, I'm going to get in position. Get in position. Oh. I see a gap right there. That might be a problem. We'll see. She will tell us. Okay, so she can climb over here, but she doesn't have any foot traffic ability over here. Wow, look at that! It's perfect! They can't climb out or escape or anything. Fabulous. Okay. Fixing this little climbing thing should not be too difficult. I think... Space. Insufficient area. Climbing. Okay, so she wants more climbing, and that is okay. She deserves that. Complex move. Maybe if we did straight up and down. Tell me there. Straight up and down, can you climb? Yes! Okay, so now they can go to both sides. And now we just need to add more climbing in the habitat. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. I love it, honestly. It's so good. Probably my best work so far. I'm going to bury this a little bit because I don't necessarily want to see those rocks. And then, ideally, I didn't just give them a way to jump out over those rocks. And we can put a couple of little beds. Yeah, I know. Come here. Nice. That was cute. Good. Okay, so no jumping. Oh, wait, there is one jump out spot. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it, too. Look at him go. He is going for it. Okay, alright. Doesn't look that weird. Where did he go? There he is. Underneath? You under there? Alright, hey. It's his life. And there is not a jump out anymore. Okay, so I just took that little section of rocks and I boosted it so that he can't jump out. Awesome. So this is the same leopard pair that we've had in this zoo since the very beginning. They were our first habitat animals. Yeah, you look in that rock and see that there's no way for you to get out, sir. Yeah. Tell him. He's very handsome. He's very handsome and he knows it. Alright, Staff cannot reach a whole bunch of stuff. Staff can't come outside. Why not? Maybe because this is too tall? Why not? Where's my staff? Okay, we can do this. Staff traversable area. Stops right here. Ah! Okay. We can fix that. Put this back in place. Beep, beep. See, now this part was perfect. But if we need to edit it to make it functional, it's fine. Aesthetically, it was perfect. Obviously, it wasn't perfect because it's not functional. But. Okay, now they can get all the way inside. Yes, okay. There we go. You know what? It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Let's see, what have we missed? Danelle had a baby. Okay, we got 2 little brown moose calves. Beautiful. We had a hippo grow up, and it was a gentleman, which I think means he needs to leave. 1 male only if there's females. So we're going to send him to the trade center. Sorry, buddy. See you later. And then I think we have pregnant hippos as well. What a guy. Oh, look at her little feeties. They're so cute. Staff room without power. And I know that that pumpkin is unreachable. I think maybe I'll just... Hi! Hello, fellow gamer. Thanks for following. All right. Good. Okay. If you guys want to put in the chat what animal maybe we should work on next, what animal you'd like to see put in the zoo next, we have space over here to expand, and we have space over here to expand. Don't mind all this. That's just construction. That's construction mess. Don't worry about her. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll be gone 2 maybe 3 minutes. If you guys want to maybe throw some ideas of what kind of habitat to do next, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to get some new drink, some coffee. Okay. Thanks. Alrighty. Did anything happen? I don't think so. I think all these happened before. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We have not put any education in place for the cats. We should do that before we move forward. Kill for some coffee? Well, go get some. Who are you going to kill for it? That's what I want to know. That's the important question. There we go, alright. Oh, you're at work? What do you do for work that you can watch TV while you're at work? Are you like at a desk? Desk job, nice. Cool. My job is mostly field work, but then during the winter time when we do have the chance to sit at our desk for a long time, it is nice to have a coffee pot or something at work. I brought in my old coffee pot when I started this new job and put it in the kitchen, and we used it for a little while, but then people were like, I want a Keurig. And I'm like, a Keurig? What? We could make one pot of coffee and all drink coffee all day long. But if you make a Keurig of coffee, then it's only you that drinks it, and you get the tiniest amount of coffee, and you can't control how strong the coffee is. Some people, you know what, nobody thinks the way I think. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I see. So the zoo that I work at right now, they are in the current process of trying to build a new hospital. My office is in the animal hospital, and they are trying, and it's just like really cramped and crowded. Like they're trying to fit so many people in certain buildings, and it's just not well centralized or organized. So with the new hospital, the idea is that like all the hospital stuff will be on the first floor, and then on the second floor they're going to put a bunch of offices and conference rooms. So my boss will have an office with a door, and I will have a cubicle. And I'm so excited to have a cubicle, because all the walls are like pin boards, and so I can pin up all my stuff, all my papers. Getting excited about, not the most exciting things, but it'll be great. And it's like 2 years away. I mean, they're still in the blueprints process, so it's not like it'll be happening anytime soon. There we go. No door, just you just have a concrete cubicle, a drywall cubicle. Well, so I currently, my desk is just in someone else's office. So like someone else has an office with a desk and a door and walls, and then my desk is in the back corner of it. So it's like, and that's how a lot of the offices are. They're just like super cramped. There's 2 or 3 people per office. And so the idea is that if we can switch to like an open floor plan with cubicles, then everybody can have their own space. Yeah, I think it could theoretically be pretty noisy. Um, but I mean, it's pretty noisy anyway already. Um, I mean, there's a lot of people already in this building. But most of them are the people that work at the hospital. So they they're going to be downstairs a lot. Like they're going to go and be in their office when they, in the morning and in the evening when there's work to do. But I don't think it would be the worst thing. And then they are still going to have some offices that are like with doors, but essentially it's going to be like if you're a supervisor, you get a door, and if you're not a supervisor, you don't need a door. But if there was like a need for a door, there's lots of conference rooms and stuff that we could go in and take calls and stuff like that. There's also going to be a library in there. So during the winter, I spend a lot more time at my desk because I have a lot of like planning and data entry and stuff like that. But during the summertime, I spend very little time at my desk. And once we move to that new building, which, like in 2 years, I still probably won't spend that much time at my desk because I'll have to be out managing, like inventory and out managing, like all of our tools aren't going to be kept in my office. We're going to have to keep our tools out in a barn or a shed or something. So probably still not much time, but I'm also kind of isolated from all my coworkers when I'm in the back of this other person's office, because they are all like running around doing their own thing. I feel like if I have a cubicle in with them, then I'll just be like more with the team, whereas right now I'm just kind of like I'm on the team, but I'm way off by myself. And it's even worse because they're all hospital staff, so they're always doing hospital projects together. But when I'm in there, I'm doing nutrition things, so it's not like it's actual medical things. And so I'm on the team, but I don't actively participate in any projects with them. So it would just be nice to have like a shared space where it's like, hey guys, we are actually on a team. So there's pros and cons. I'm excited about it either way because we also just like really need a new hospital. We got a grown-up hippo? No, that was the other one. Okay, we have leopard cubs on the way. Where is she? This will probably, I'll want to be her last litter. I don't necessarily want her to have too many more. I think she's older. Where are we? I just want to see her. Yeah, she's 10. So I think this litter will be her last litter. The red river hogs are such interesting fellows. They get to hang out with everybody. I think for my next one, I want to do a shared habitat. Just don't know who I want to share with. This would be a very, very, very complex habitat. And not realistic at all. It could be, but I don't think it would be hard. Oh, I don't know. Hmm. Anteaters and tapers. I do love a good taper. I think anteaters are South America. Yes, South America. So it would be a Baird's taper with them. Oh, I thought maybe that would stay. Okay, hold on. You have to start out with 8 capuchin monkeys. That is so many. Ridiculous. Very cool. This is someone else's that I found on Steam the other day. I just wanted to see it. It's so big. It's a very fancy barn. I think that's too fancy for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a structure of some kind that might be able to house all of these different animals that we're considering. This is a very cute keeper area. This is adorable. I like this a lot. I'm gonna favorite that one. Where is it? Right here. That one's for me. Okay, this is interesting. There's a catwalk in this one. The catwalk I see a lot in elephant barns and giraffe barns. And this big, thick fence right here, that's for like opening up and shifting up and down the hallway. That's pretty cool. I think if I put this in there, there would be no way to keep the monkeys from climbing the entire barn. But all the other animals could live pretty happily in this barn. I'm trying to think of a way to keep the monkeys in like a little terrestrial area so that they can share space with all the other hoof stock, but they can't, you know, get in the barn. Because if they got in the barn, they'd just be climbing all over that thing. But I think it would be really difficult to get them into the same habitat, but then keep them in different spaces. I don't think that would work out. We just might not be able to do the capuchins in there. But it's a really good barn. I think that's this one. Okay. Oh, Cheapo had cubs. All normal. I keep hoping for either some rosy coats or some black coats, and we just keep getting normal. That's okay. All right. Well, we don't have any garbage cans over here. I can see trash all over the place. Okay, so we're tired and we're thirsty. Over here. Maybe right here in this big tree. I know, so many trash cans. Just put all the things. Every single one. Probably gonna need a bathroom as well. So this is kind of saying, basically, the hippos aren't visible very often. People standing here can see them, but people over here cannot. Which is true, but I have their feeder over here. How many keepers have I got? 5. 5 keepers. It looks like our educators need help. Everybody else seems to be doing pretty good. All right. If we're gonna build a new large mixed species habitat, I think this direction is probably the direction to go. I think I will have the habitat, since it's going to be so many animals with so much room, I think what I'll do, we'll take a big old piece of path. We'll go this way. We're going to meander it in this direction. What? It is not. We've got a hill. It's interesting. Did not account for terrain. I'll come back to that. That'll be interesting to play with later. But for now... Alright, that looks pretty good. So my idea for this big habitat is I think it's just going to be kind of this whole little area here. And I think functionally it's going to be a, you know, enclosed, like this is just kind of the loop and everything you walk around in here is habitat, but I think we'll put a null barrier across this, and legally the entire thing is a walk-through habitat, but we're going to make it so that the animals can't traverse in the human space. And then I'm thinking about having like a little capuchin monkey island in here. And I'll just have to figure out maybe a way to get staff in there, like a way for staff to traverse, but not for monkeys to get out. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. If that does not work out, then this will all just be like guest area where they can buy things and whatnot. So, but we have a very nice little barn area, kind of giving us the illusion of having lots of holdings. So the main fence will just go up to this holding gate. Looks like we've got a big boy moose. Okay, I think we've made a pretty good start on this. But I think I need a break from Planet Zoo. It's been a couple of hours now. Ugh, big stretch. Let's see, what time? It's 10:30. Alright, so next time, next episode, next stream, what have you, we'll work on this, and then I just noticed this over here. I put the water in there a few minutes ago, but I think this would be super cool for maybe some penguins or something. Something where there's cliffs in the wild, and then maybe we could have some path going up here or something, some sort of... We'll do something with these hills, but this nice depression of water will be cool. All right. All right, I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna run to my grandma's house for a little bit and pick up some stuff from her, and then when I come back this afternoon, I'm gonna stream some Stardew Valley. So that'll be fun. But for now, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you in the next one.